How do you connect with nature?
I connect with nature through a lot of hiking and camping. Yeah, just like being outside in nature and like really far away from everything is like, yeah, it feels like really connected, I guess.
And can you tell us a little bit about the work that you've been doing around climate change? That's a really interesting part of your world.
Yeah, I guess I do like activist work. We campaign to like protect the environment and like prevent emissions and to especially to stop like the approvals of new coal and gas projects that are really polluting. And we do all of that from like the perspective of climate justice. So thinking about how um, the people who have contributed the least to climate change are the ones who are affected first and worst, and how we can make sure that when we're thinking about things like stopping emissions and protecting places like this, how we do that in a way that lifts people up rather than hurting people.
And what's been the emotional impact of the work that you're doing?
I think it's felt really empowering, and been uh, it's like decreased a lot of the anxiety that I felt around the climate crisis, because it feels like you're with a lot of people who you're like there's heaps of us, and it feels like you're with a lot of people who are um, really like care about the same thing and are willing to put in the work to to kind of fix this crisis that we're in. And it just feels really good to just do something, even if maybe like we're not always, if you finish a campaign and like maybe you didn't win it, or maybe it felt like maybe you didn't do the right thing in some way, it like you're doing something, and that always feels better than just kind of sitting and watching the crisis unfold.
And can I ask you, this is a big question, but how do you feel about the future?
Um, I'm worried about it, but like I'm optimistic. I mean, yeah, we're seeing like the worsening climate crisis, and we're seeing governments and corporations not wanting to kind of take action on that. Um, and we're continuing to see like especially with like increased extreme weather events is something that like is really concerning. But at the same time, there's so many people fighting, and like fighting so hard and willing to like really put themselves at risk as well, um, to kind of create a future that is not just livable, but is like actually it's good and actually like a world that we want to live in. And I'm really like optimistic and like inspired by the people around me who are like in this same fight. Um, and yeah, I think that really fills me with hope about the future as well.